So in this video, I'm going to be doing an overview of Destin and Okaloosa Island, which is where we went on our vacation this year in September. And some of you may ask, is it still warm in September? And it is. I think the weather is actually very nice in September. Although I do recommend if you do rent in September, because it is the hot time for hurricane season, that you do get your trip protected with trip insurance. But we stayed at the Destin West Beach and Bay Resort, and we stayed on the Bayside in a lanai unit, and there's a marina there, and every evening we would go out and watch the sunset, and they also have beautiful sunrises, and this is one of my favorite things to do when we get there. And my husband likes to fish while we're there, so it's kind of like we both get to enjoy something at the same time. So this is the next day, and we are passing over the bridge, and we are looking over to Crab Island. For those of you who don't know what that is actually just a sandbar where there's a lot of activities to do and boats parked there. I've actually never been as many times as we've been there, but it's always beautiful to look at. Reaching for the grand, as willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. And this is just a little clip of Harbor Walk Village. It doesn't cost anything to go here, and there's so much to do for the kids. And we actually got a pineapple smoothie, but you can zip line and do other activities and feed the fish on the harbor, and the sunsets are beautiful as they are anywhere in Destin or Okaloosa Island. So we decided to visit the Gulf Island National Seashore, which is a little past Navarre Beach, and it is about a 45-minute drive from Destin. But there's no buildings, it's all just untouched natural beauty, and the water was rough that day because there was actually a tropical storm out in the Gulf, so it made the waves a little bit big, but I thought it was beautiful anyways. So we strolled up and down the beach for a little while and enjoyed the natural beauty. So now I'm just going to show you an overview of what the pool looks like on the Bayside. And there's a lazy river, there's two smaller pools, a big pool with a waterfall, and a zero entry pool that the kids enjoy as well. And at night it's all lit up and there's palm trees everywhere, and it's so beautiful, and it's overlooking the bay. So we enjoyed this every single night that we were there. So one of the things that I really like about staying at the Destin West Beach and Bay Resort is because we're traveling with kids, and we're traveling with teenagers and younger kids as well. So I feel like this has something for everyone. You could fish right out at the marina. It's overlooking the bay. You're also just across the street, and there's actually a skywalk over, so you don't actually have to cross the street. And then they can play in the evenings in the pool, and it's so pretty, and they all love it. So it has something for everyone. So now we are going into Destin, and that is the Destin Pass, and the harbor is very close to there. And to the left of us during that time was Crab Island. So crossing the bridge is so pretty. And now we are going into Baytowne Wharf, which is like a little village. I'm not sure if it's maybe supposed to look like Louisiana, but that's kind of like the vibe that I got. But there's a lot of restaurants and shops and some things for the kids to do. And there's also a pier that you can walk out. So I do highly recommend, if you're going to Destin or Okaloosa Island, that you take time to drive into Baytowne Wharf one day to check it out. So now we're going into Destin Commons, which is pretty much an outlet mall, but it is so beautiful in the evening. So I highly recommend, if you're going, that you go in the evening, because the sun was setting again. And like I said, no matter where you go on Okaloosa Island or Destin, the sunsets are spectacular. But it just made everything look so much more prettier with the lights and the palm trees and the sky in the backdrop. It was gorgeous. But we were going here today to go to Gulf Coast Burgers for a Category 5 or Cat 5 milkshake, which I'll show in the end. So watch until the end so you can see what that looks like. So guys, these milkshakes are amazing. They are so good, but we only got 3 to share because they are so big. I couldn't believe how big they were, but they are $10 a piece, so they are a little expensive, but like I said, you could easily share them, and it was a treat for the kids, so it didn't cost a ton of money. So for a treat and for some entertainment, because we did get to go to Destin Commons and walk around, I thought that it was well worth it. We would probably spend more than that if we went and bought ice cream for everyone. But that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed and you got some inspiration on things to do around Destin. And if you're thinking about going there, maybe you have a good idea now of what it's like. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and hit that subscribe button if you have not already.